So Pure LiFi invented LiFi, which is wireless communication using light instead of radio.
Oh, okay.
So think all kinds of different use cases, but start with use cases that you would use Wi-Fi for, like indoor networking, connecting your phone, connecting laptops, connecting your TV, etc. with a link which is highly secure, can't be interfered with, doesn't suffer from congestion, doesn't pass through walls, and is dedicated bandwidth just for you. So if you're doing something like having a conference call or virtual reality gaming or that kind of thing.
Online gaming.
So yes, it'd be great for that. It's extremely low latency, it's extremely low jitter, and because the bandwidth is all dedicated to you under your LiFi access point, you're not competing with someone else in your house that wants to stream Netflix or something like that.
Let me tell you.
Yeah, it is.
I know when he logs on.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know if you've tried to get on the Wi-Fi here.
you can't.
Yeah, and
Get phone signal.
I finally got on the Wi-Fi, and it's 300 kilobits per second is the
I
speed here.
wanted to set up with a meeting with someone. I don't even know if the thing was on. I was like, oh wow.
Yeah, so we solved that problem.
You should have implemented it.
We should have, yes. Yeah. One thing we're showing here is a new application which allows a signal to be captured outdoors, like 5G or low Earth orbit satellite internet.
This capability you have right now is 5G. Do you have 6G?
Do you mean in terms of speed, or so? There, when I say 5G, I mean 5G cellular network.
Yeah.
But we're So this would
But
capture.
other countries already have 6G.
Not quite yet. They're talking about it, but it's still a few years before they'll actually have it. And we
Public, do you mean?
no, it's not standardized yet. So we're
Those liars.
involved a little bit in some of the standardization, but no, it's not standardized yet. So you would capture a signal like 5G outdoors and convert it to light, pass it back and forth through the window at a gigabit per second.
Oh, okay. I can touch the window?
Yeah.
I'm not going to blow up.
Yeah. And
That's one window, or is there two panes?
there are two panes, and windows are incredibly complicated. We knew nothing about them a couple of years ago, and now we know way too much.
Oh, wow.
So different depths, different numbers of panes, and in particular, low energy coatings, which are metal. So there's very, very thin layers of silver. You can't see them, but because it's metal, it blocks radio waves like 5G. So when you say the 5G signal is bad in here, one of the reasons will be it struggles to get into here. And you can see here, this is showing the speed of a signal, which is going from this side of the window through the window and then connected into here. So effectively a gigabit per second.
Oh, wow. So I should just connect to your system?
Yes.
But go ahead.
If you're starting right now, then
And we're we're only showing working this through the window right now because it's so crowded.
Yeah.
Yeah. But usually
The aerial stuff, that's the big thing, it's some heat.
it's a prototype, yeah. So that one's a bit warm.
Don't blow up.
Yeah.
The fire starters. What's the distance this covers? Like how far?
So this one, it's just going from this box to this box. So it's literally through the window.
So over here will connect.
Yeah, and then this would be connected to, say, it could be connected to a LiFi access point. It could be connected to a Wi-Fi access point. It could be connected to anything.
Connected to like a router? Or?
Yeah.
Okay.
But over here, this is an example of a LiFi access point. So I don't have it on because of the space here, but this creates a cone of invisible infrared light, which is used for data communications. So similar use cases to Wi-Fi, but highly secure, doesn't pass through walls, isn't interfered with, doesn't suffer from congestion, etc.
What happens with the human body? Is there any like radiation or anything?
No, it's light.
Yeah. So
Yeah, so it's, yeah. I mean, in fact, one of the,
it's safer than Wi-Fi then.
well, we don't take a position on the safety of Wi-Fi, but some of the potential implementers that we're talking to are concerned about more and more regulations about Wi-Fi for body-worn accessories or body-worn devices like a,
Pacemakers and stuff.
yeah, or even, you know, for a virtual reality headset. In some, well, in all countries, there are limits to the amount of radiation that your body is allowed to absorb, and they're concerned that those will get stricter. So that's another case where LiFi is a great application to replace the radio that's in there. But our biggest customers today are in defense and intelligence. So we shipped we shipped first to the U.S. Army, and they love it because it doesn't pass through walls, doesn't even pass through the tent fabric, for example. It has near zero electromagnetic signature, so you can't fly your drone or your satellite over it and see that communication is happening. Yeah. But we're about to the point of moving, you know, from like a typical tech thing, from starting out in defense and moving through to consumer.
That's prototype as well, or just as the prototype?
Just this is a prototype. This is shipping to some defense and intelligence customers.
Does this work like remotely?
This one is designed to be portable, and you can just plug it into any network. So you'll see there's an Ethernet connection on it.
Okay.
So it would go from Ethernet to make it a wireless light connection using LiFi. And the reason for that, I mean, I gave the example of you can't detect it.
Yeah.
But also, think of the flip side of that. Wi-Fi or other radio communication you can detect, and you can eavesdrop on it from outside. So what the Army would do in a tent, for example, is connect everything with Ethernet cables. Or the same thing in a headquarters building. They, in a headquarters building or an embassy or something like that, they literally walk down the hall trailing Ethernet cable because they can't use wireless because of the security concerns. So what we do is give them a wireless connection from the network to their device. So suddenly, no cables.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there going to be a portable one that you guys make? So if somebody's like in the middle of like a forest,
well, you would
have like a little pod for that?
You would still need the internet connection.
Okay.
So we'll provide the connection from, you know, from the whatever is getting the internet connection, like 5G, for example, or satellite,
Yeah, I was going to say the satellite.
to give you wireless connection for your devices. So whereas like your laptop, you wouldn't connect your laptop directly to the satellite, probably.
Yeah.
You know, same idea with this. You would connect your laptop to our access point, and then the access point would in turn be connected to a 5G modem or a satellite dish or something like that. Yeah, so...
Are these bad questions?
No, they're good. They're good questions. Yeah. So this is a prototype where we built.
Let's get the sensor for the laser.
It's got the sensor, which is here.
Okay.
So this does a gigabit per second bidirectional symmetrical.
What is that called?
We call this a light antenna.
Okay.
So, you know, think of it as a regular antenna, but it uses light. And then this could be built into devices like phones, laptops, etc. It's fine. You can show it, yeah.
Sorry, YouTube.
It's fine. And then we led standardization of LiFi in the IEEE, which is the standardization organization that also standardizes Wi-Fi. LiFi is now standardized as 802.11bb. So you might be familiar with like AX is Wi-Fi 6, BB is LiFi now. And that means that, say the Wi-Fi chipset in here, which is Wi-Fi chipsets ship in 5 billion devices every year. And you can connect our light antenna in your device architecture to that Wi-Fi chipset in a straightforward manner. So this phone doesn't even know that it has LiFi in it. It just thinks that it's another Wi-Fi antenna.
And that could work on like any of the standardized phones these days? Like
Well,
them?
this
On this?
eventually, I love your bling there.
This side you gotta be careful with.
Oh, yeah. Show that on YouTube.
I love it.
So there are different ways that you could do it. Ultimately, we see it built into phones directly.
Okay.
But in the coming next year or 2 years, plug a device into your phone which has that in it, just through the USB port. And you could do that today with something like a laptop. Plug a dongle in that has LiFi in it.
I love dongles. I use them a lot.
I'm sure you do.
Best way for me to connect my phone to my PC.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Anything else?
That's probably it. We're based in the UK. Technology was developed in the UK, originally a spin out of the University of Edinburgh.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And we're very excited to be moving now from defense through to more consumer applications, especially with this. It's in test with some network operators in the US, and we expect it to be shipping in big volume next year.
Do you know what price range it's gonna cost, like the average person, if it's not like a business, like if it's for a home?
Well,
based on like square footage and stuff.
yeah, so keep in mind it's early technology. Yeah. So going out a couple of years when it's ready for consumer, think $200-300 maybe for an access point.
Yeah.
With something like this, it will disappear into the cost of your service. So you get your phone sometimes included with your cellular service, or you get your Wi-Fi router included with your broadband. It will be the same with this. You'll pay a monthly fee, and you won't ever know how much this costs because it's effectively free to you. Yeah. Are you American?
Yeah.
Yeah. Where? Me too. Where are you from?
Cleveland.
Do you live here?
I live here.
Okay. Yeah. Me too. Yeah.
We live up north.
Sorry, and I'm from Oklahoma, and I live in London.
Okay.
But we're based in Edinburgh.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.